Hello everybody, this is Todd with Duct Tape Hanger again. I've got another update on the P-40. I'll go into it on pretty good detail here pretty soon. I had a rough one. I'll go into all the details on it. I don't have video of it flying, video of it taking off. I do have a GoPro video of it on it. It's I just taped it to it, so it's kind of wavy. It's not as smooth as GoPro, but you'll see. I'm going to add it in on this video. I did get the takeoff on video. That did pretty well. Took off really nice. No flaps. Nice and straight. And you'll see. We'll get into that part. Now, I had a friend in our local club group chat make the interesting comment of saying, maybe I shouldn't post videos of builds till I get a successful maiden on something. But every one of us that's been flying, and beginner to expert to whatever it is, everybody out there knows this isn't all sunshine and rainbows, as my buddy Brandon says. Sometimes things go bad. And this went bad. And it could have probably been prevented, but all the checks I did were fine. I'm going to get into the damage here and show you what we got going on. The nose is busted off. It broke her off. It almost went straight in and snapped in on final about probably 30 feet in the air and went straight into the ground. Broke her clean off. It's actually a pretty clean break. One thing about ARFs, they seem to break apart pretty easily. I picked up as many pieces as I can, and the more I look at it, the more I realize I am going to rebuild it once again. And it's not going to be anytime soon because I'm not in any hurry. I'm kind of hit my fill on this one for a while. Kind of frustrated. So we're just going to leave it at that. I don't have a lot of money invested in it. It's just a matter of time of getting it set up, getting her done and stuff again, and be a good winter project. And I can go into the videos a lot more in depth, gluing her back together, getting stuff squared up. My firewall that I built did stick. It didn't break. Everything else around it did, and I kind of figured that with the way I put it back together. I figured it would be fine. There's another bulkhead that goes in here. It goes around this here, goes into the plywood floor that leads into where the wings bolt into. That plywood sheet, everything that's there, the pins, all of that stuff here, all kind of broke out together. It's all... One thing about an ARF, it's all like a tongue and groove kind of fit. So all that, I've got all the pieces of that. I think I can get it all back together and fly it again. The wing is perfectly fine. If you can see the wing over there. The wing has zero damage on it. Well, I shouldn't say zero. There's one little puncture where a piece of the plywood punched into the wing, and there is no damage to it. The wing looks really good. You can see on the wing there that in the center over there, you can see it pulled the wing blocks right out of the ARF, which is another standard thing with most ARFs. And that's just the way it goes. But I just want to show you guys that no matter how much time, how much expertise, anything can go wrong at any time. And we're going to go on. I'll show you the videos. I'll add the other stuff to it now so you can watch that. Hey, this is Todd with Duct Tape Hanger. We're going to try this P-40 again, see if it goes a little better than last time. Got my friend sitting. He's going to help me out here and be a good cheerleader, or at least help me pick up the pieces. So we're going to go at it. So I'm going to pause this till I get it out there and get it ready to run. All right, here we go. No guts, no glory. Oh, there she goes. She's gone. That was a disaster. Well, that is completely destroyed. All right, guys, you just seen the videos. You seen my reaction. I thought it was completely destroyed. The way I seen the fuselage come flying back up in the air, it was in the bean field. I thought it was a complete disaster. I thought it was gone. So that's why I left my little commentary in there. My buddy Bill didn't want to do any camera work, so that's why the camera's just sitting on a tripod. That's where it's at. The GoPro, you can see how much I was fighting the ailerons. You remember when that right in the video before when I pancaked it on takeoff, the right aileron, the rod come off, which was very odd. I've never had one come off before. I think what happened, I took that servo apart because that aileron wasn't centering and it was going back to almost full throws each way. It started out fine, and then the more I flew it, the worse it got. So I think the vibrations of the engine, the forces of the wind, the voltage it was drawing, made it bear its ugly head and what happened. Because I fought that thing. You can tell in the videos it was rocking left to right. As soon as I would correct it one way, it would go hard the other way, and it was doing that almost the whole flight. I made the lap before I put it in. You could tell in the GoPro that I had a pretty decent approach. I was crooked, but it was actually kind of stable. I should have forced it down, not knowing that I was going to put it into the beans on the next lap. I wanted to do a better approach. I tried slowing it down. Motor was running fantastic. There was zero issues. The engine was pulling nice, just ran really well. Had a 22.8 prop on that G62. It was very happy. This plane came out very light. I was flying it around really slow. I didn't have any flaps down in it just because I was already having enough trouble with everything else. I didn't want to add any more issues. I just wanted to get down. I was bringing it in what I thought at a pretty decent clip, and yeah, I couldn't stop fighting the ailerons. It would just go full deflection on the right aileron, up and down, and would just stay there. It wouldn't center. Nothing would come back. And after testing it when I got home, that one was the one that gave me nothing but fits. So what are you going to do? It's part of the game. I seen some beautiful planes this weekend. I went down to Muncie. I was hoping to have it ready to fly for air power over Muncie. So that's why I went out and test flew it on the Friday before. And it did not, like I say, obviously it didn't make it. So I took my 110-inch PT-19 and my Byron GBR2 down there. I flew both of them. Had no issues. Seen a couple beautiful airplanes on Saturday just self-destruct themselves right into the ground. And it's just the way it goes. We all know the risk buying this stuff, but it can happen at any time. So just like yourselves, know that all this time and effort that you're putting into something, it might end up busted up. And like I say, this one is repairable. So I'm okay. We'll get her again. It's defeated me for now. It's won the battle, but hopefully it hasn't won the war. So I'll work on it more this winter and hopefully get her back in the air and get it where it's flying good. Because I do like this airplane. I like the way it came out. I was told by some guys in some groups that you can't fly a Warbird with fixed gear and that they just fly terrible. And I've seen lots of Warbirds fly with the gear down and nobody has a problem. And, but you know, some of these guys are, internet experts. Some of the guys that are diehard, scale Warbird guys, you know, obviously you have a major problem with anything with fixed gear. I didn't build it for them. I built it for me. I built it as a budget. It's still going to be a budget. I'm going to have to add some price of glue in there because I'm going to have to get some more epoxy. And and some wood. I got plenty of wood, so we can get her fixed up. We'll get her fixed. It's just a matter of getting it finished. And we'll try it again. And you never know, I might get bored here later on this next month or so, and I might even get it flying before the end of the year. The cowl has definitely took a beating. I haven't even cleaned it up yet, so I'm not going to worry about that till we start putting it together. Start finishing it up. But I was glad to see some of you guys down there this weekend. Some of you guys that subscribed, very friendly, come up and talked. I really enjoyed it. I didn't have any duct tape on my planes. I did have a little Gorilla tape, so a couple of guys got a kick out of that. I'm very low key. I love to have fun. I'm not. We're grown men playing with toy airplanes. So that's hard for some of these guys to understand. We're just grown men playing with toys. That's all it is. It's just all it is. You can't take it too seriously. Just take it safely. I'm not known for my speech, obviously, but it was a good event. A good event down there. Good group of guys. I was happy to meet some of you that I don't even know. Don't even know some of you, but very friendly. Don't be afraid to give me a shout out anywhere. I'm 6'9". It's pretty easy to spot me when at any event, and you see me, give me a yell. I'm terrible at remembering names, so don't expect me to remember names. But other than that, I appreciate all of you guys. I'm going to keep plugging away. I'm going to start working on the Howard again. We're getting real close to putting a motor in that. Once I start putting a motor in that, getting a fuel tank in her, she's going to be about ready to rock and roll. Start balancing it, getting the throttle. It really won't take a lot of work to get that finished. So that's our new updates. That's where we're at right now. So we're going to keep plugging away, and we'll go from here. All right, guys. Thank you.